He looked what to say dead in the eye and spoke.
立花、本当にこれで良かったのか?
Like I said last time, they don't have a choice. In fact, the biggest wildcard, the biggest mystery, are we, is what I say at this point. Can't know what we did, and if we don't even know if we're dangerous. What I looked into Kazumi's eyes with a heartfelt yet pleading gaze.
隊長、そんな目で私を見ないでください。もし隊長の容疑が晴れるようなことがあれば、すぐに拘束を解きに来ますから。
I mean, the scariest thing is that the theory of what to say being a terrorist, it is plausible, and that's what scares me. Kasumi said that and left the laboratory, as if she were running away from him. The other members soon followed suit.
核兵器が開くまでせいぜいじっとしているんだな。
隊長、変なこと考えないでよ。もうこれ以上隊長にひどいことしたくないからさ。
隊長さん、ごめんなさい。
And left Otasei alone in the laboratory.
ちくしょう。
He instinctively cursed. To be abandoned by the comrades he had been through thick and thin with, felt like being cut off from the world itself. But he could understand why they were nervous. The fact was that his actions before he'd lost his memories truly were simply too unnatural. The incident with Yuri in particular had been fatal.
隊長、あなたは本当に記憶を失っているのですか?
Kasumi's cold glare was still burnt into his brain. But what was I supposed to have done? He didn't have any answer to that. And so, time flew by as Watase kept pondering questions like that for a while. About an hour had passed. It was time to take the AD again, but Kasumi and the others hadn't come back. Now we're wondering if we were locked into a bad ending.
主電源および予備電源が停止しました。
What?
非常用電源に移行します。
Just then the light suddenly went out with that announcement, leaving Watase in darkness and confused. What in the world was happening outside? 2 hours passed. Watase had already thrown up several times, likely due to the effects of radiation exposure. Yet his nausea just wouldn't go away, and his headaches and the numbness in his skin only grew worse with time. Oh, we're dying. I think that's clear. So, are we locked into a bad end after all? Damn it! Enough is enough. Without the willpower to speak, Watase had to settle for cursing in his head. Is that a silent gunshot? I heard. It was a faint pew sound. Watase felt goosebumps spread all over his body at that sound. Were those gunshots? What happened? What's going on out there? Anxiety swiftly filled Watase's heart.
おい、誰か近くにいないのか? 誰かここを開けてくれ!
Was I right that all this was some kind of big experiment and people are just observing everyone? Maybe they're just now moving into silence, everyone? Watase started shouting outside as his panic grew worse and worse. Soon enough, he opened the door.
隊長。
You sound hurt, what's going on? He staggered into the room on unsteady feet.
森部、何があったんだ? さっきの銃声は何だったんだ?
But June could cut Watase's bones with her army knife without another word. Her face was unbelievably pale. Oh, she's been shot for sure. The painted breast made it even clearer that she wasn't her normal self.
森部
What to say got out to her in a worry. Only for you to pitch forward. What to say immediately caught her.
おい
His palms were damp with something sticky. It was blood. Lots and lots of blood. What to say then noticed that Yoon's back was being stained red by a large cut that ripped right through it.
森部お前
隊長逃げて
Some kind of cleanup crew or what's going on?
あの子が
Yoon wheezed out her breath before she could say any more. Before she could spoil the plot and tell us who the culprit is. And with that she stopped moving altogether.
森部
She didn't respond to him. He could tell Yoon's body was losing heat and fast.
森部しっかりしろ森部
Yoon didn't move.
嘘だろ悪い冗談ならやめてくれ
Does this look like a joke to you? Otsai suddenly prayed as he checked Yoon's vital checker. All red. That signified death.
森部そんなどうして
More like... Who?
どうしてこんなことに森部くそくそ誰が森部をこんな目に
You guys can tell this and I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm gripping my chair really tight at this moment. Just subconsciously. What if they ran out the room, desperate for answers? What happened here? What in the world has been happening in Labo while I've been locked up? I mean... This feels more and more like... what to say, the captain is not the perpetrator behind this, but more a danger to the person or persons who are behind this. So those responsible had him locked up to get him out of the way. Basically framed him for all this. He then randomly ran around and eventually ended up in the connecting passageway, only to find Utka sitting against the well. Wouldn't that be a wall? Also, this reminds me of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. What if he had a bad feeling about the situation? Could see a pool of blood spreading in front of Utka.
おっさん
What if he ran up to Utka and touched his shoulder? When he did, Utka's body fell to the ground sideways, without offering the slightest resistance. There was a giant, deep cut stretching from his right shoulder, all the way to his heart.
おっさんおいしっかりしてくれ
I think he's already dead. But Utka didn't answer. Otsai just then noticed that there was something in Utka's hand.
どうしておっさんがこんなものを
I mean... If this gun is fully assembled, then that means... And either Anna is the culprit, or what's more likely is that Anna, Utika and Yoon decided together that there was a danger, and they decided to assemble the gun. Which leaves out Kazumi. So Utika's hand was a totally different model. Wait, what? different model from the one Anna had given him. But they looked around to find that there were bullet marks in nearby halls, walls, and floor.
それじゃさっきの銃声は
But he had probably been trying to fight off someone with that pistol. But he had been no match for them. I have so many questions right now. He had been slain in one more mere strike. But what kind of... Those marks on Yoon's back and on Utica. Is that possibly an axe? It couldn't be a knife. I don't know. I mean, I expected something to happen, but this is just insane. I don't even know what. I mean, the one reason I am playing mystery visual novels is because I like to piece just theories together. I don't even know where to begin at this point. And this wound looked identical to the one on Yoon's back, which meant that the old man fought their attacker here to give Yoon time to escape. But even though he was no expert with guns, who could have avoided the old man's shots and killed him like this? No way! Several scenes of all the death, what they had seen in the place, went through his head. Is the one who killed those 5 now on the move? And the fact that the same killer had murdered Utka and Yoon meant... Shit! I need trying to kill us all. But they then gasped up as finally hit him.
だとしたら立花と先生も危ない
Or... Kasumi is the perpetrator. I'm sorry, just moving so slow through this, but... Wow, just wow. Once they left Utika's corpse behind and ran through the connecting passageway. But what he found waiting for him was... Watase was immediately rendered speechless when he arrived in the ring. The whole floor was covered in spreading blood. Kasumi was lying face up right in the middle of it.
立花
Watase ran up to her and held her in his arms. There was a large vertical cut across Kasumi's chest. The same kind of cut that Yoon and Utica had. Rivets of still warm blood poured out of it. Oh god.
私
I'm sorry for doubting you. This must mean... Anna? Or someone else altogether? Kasumi was still breathing faintly.
立花待ってろ今すぐ治療してやるからな
But Kasumi kept talking deliriously, as if she didn't hear a word what they said.
私ごめんなさい あなたのこともっと信じてあげられなくて
Kasumi's life grew fainter with each word. But at least can't you tell us who did this? Please.
立 立花、もういいから、それ以上喋るんじゃね
見えないねえ、どこにいるの？いや、私もう一人になんかなりたくない。
It seemed Kazumi's eyesight was rapidly failing.
立花、俺はここにいるぞ。
Otsuei looked into Kazumi's eyes as he desperately called out to her. She just looked up at the ceiling meaninglessly. And then, all of a sudden, something shined in her eyes. Is that something silver? It's the killer, isn't it? At the very moment Otsuei realized that, something smashed right into the top of Otsuei's head, making his entire world shake. Seconds later, his brain went haywire. Brains been split. And of course we can't say who did this. But if it was not any of the students, then it must be Anna. Why would she be here on a day like this? As a teacher who somehow is very proficient at handling guns. Strange sounds came out of his mouth. Just then something was ripped out of his brain. What? And let out a sound as it hit the ground. At that moment, memory forgotten flew right past him. He didn't know when it was from. But to say miraculously regained his ability to think soundly just then. Ivana will be killed too if I don't do something. But what to say? He's already dead. Otsuei then held on to Kazumi with all his might in order to protect her. And with one final blow to the head, his consciousness was blown to smithereens. Okay. Wow. I'm just sitting here and I realize that this video is not even going to be 20 minutes. But I'm just drained, I'm sorry. It's just the whirlwind of emotions at this point. Since before this point I enjoyed this visual novel quite a bit, but not as much as, say, Steins Gate or other visual novels I played in the past, like Zero Escape series. But this bad ending just gave us so many clues, so many. Oh, I can't even think clearly. It just raised the stakes even more. It was so extreme suddenly. So next time I will just try what it says right here. I know I doubted Kazumi because, like I said back then, I found her unstable. And that was my bad. That was my mistake. Maybe someone behind the scenes, or someone behind this conspiracy, if I can call it this conspiracy. Maybe they wanted Kazumi to appear unstable. Maybe they wanted us to appear like the culprit. Wow. Very impressed. Thank you all for watching. And let's continue next time.